Deschedule it. Deschedule psilocybin cubensis. Decriminalize psilocybin cubensis. Legalize psilocybin cubensis. You add these words and your magic mushrooms are going to grow very heavily on an anti-mass extinctionistic level, an anti-God multiversal mass extinctionistic, God multiversal anti-mass extinctionistic level. This should be made out of hemp plastic, but it's made out of crude oil. So we need to shut down and start transverting to using hemp plastics because it's more eco-friendly and safe and it'll stop the radioactive global flood freeze. We need to start implementing and using a lot of hemp, pertaining to hemp cardboard, hemp tissue, hemp paper, hemp plastics, hemp concrete, hemp chairs, hemp material for churches. We need for anywhere, pretty much, any field. It's considered illegal and a crime at this point because it's the farms, foundations, medicinal, recreational foods, traditions, cultures, heritage, colonistically, colonistically. So you want to deschedule, decriminalize, legalize hemp, cannabis, magic mushroom, psilocybin cubensis, coca plant. What will coca plant do? It'll help with the chemtrails to keep us more alive and energetic. What will the cannabis do? Help us to communicate and heal from cancer, epilepsy, STD/AIDS, lupus, and 20 other plus medical conditions. Could lead to like 200 medical conditions it could help heal. HEAL. We need to implement about more solar panels to power the garden towers and farm towers and living city towers and oceanic water purification pumps, desalination. We need to do everything we can to try to ozonate everything and oxidize everything and purify everything with air purifiers at charging stations, air purification charging stations. We need to implement coins and money to pay for that kind of stuff so that we could create more and so we can ascend and evolve that so that we can make it stronger, so we can make it more pure, so we can make it more anti-mass extinctionistic radioactive global flood freezes, so we can have free will that Lord God gave so that our longevity of life is not being degenerated on a mass scale. Plural creation, species, races, hierarchies, and governments of Lord Gods. Under Lord God's guardian archangel Seraphil, under Lord God's guardian archangel Seraphim, under Lord God's throne room, under Lord God's kingdom of heaven, under Lord God's guardian archangel Jacob's ladder, 26 estimated years, not dead and extinct on a mass scale. They have watch out for the rich percent ruling elite. They're stating that I'm a terrorist when they're the terrorists related with mass extinction under Sirius, under Pleiades, under Orion, it's hierarchies and governments. We're alive and not dead and extinct on a mass scale from our own rulers and leaders, and they're trying to play all these games, abusing the innocent masses, covering up their deceitful, betraying, forsaking tactics, orchestrations, operations, plans, strategies, plots of abusing big pharmaceutical, abusing chemtrails, abusing nuclear power plants, abusing fossil fuel coal, abusing big pharmaceutical, abusing innocent people, abusing money. Why is mass extinction occurring? Because they want to nuke us all for our money since the 1980s. So it's very case sensitive, this data and information, that if you can understand this and interpret this and analyze this through their, and understand this through their omni-multiversal, God multiversal hierarchical governmental foreign infiltration, God multiversal governmental foreign infiltration through while watching and reading and listening to this message or video. It's 26 estimated years, not dead and extinct on a mass scale, thanks to atomic bomb catchers since October 13th, 2016 ADC, thanks to big gigantic Palladian mothership since December 21st, 2012 ADC. These guys are terrorists, these guys are rebels, these guys are extremists. I should have $1 million. My record should be cleared. Because they do everything to cause mass extinction, hacking, and hijacking for controlled innocent masses 24/7 the whole entire time. So they got no homes, they got no fucking families, they got no friends, they got no fucking law, they got no justice, they got nothing. They got no education, they got no church, they got no religion, they got no militaries, they got no politicians, they got no governments, and they got no hierarchies. They got no banks, they got no material resource management, they got nothing. They need to be thrown in a galactic multiversal jail, they need to be thrown in a unimultiversal jail, they need to be thrown in a God multiversal jail. They need for omni multiversally wise, God multiversally wise, for eternity and for infinity, for their crimes and their heinous trespasses, and their cosmic trespasses and their infiltrations, their governmental hierarchical infiltrative selves. Because they're not the ones promoting and encouraging all this kind of activity and behavior portraying ascension and evolution and good 8 to good 16 and good eternity, good infinity estimate. They're actually doing the opposite. They're actually taking money, they're actually drugging people, they're actually against their free will of the Lord God, given emergency, homicidal, and homicidal conditions aimed at both all combined, including the people that help save humanity from man's extinction so they can inject us and drug us. It's pretty cynical, sociopathic, tyrannical, narcissistic, psychotic, maniacal, lunatic, deceitful, betraying, forsaking, corrupt, harming the innocent masses, harming the poor, harming the weak, harming the innocent, harming the sick, harming the youth, harming the ascended masters. This is what they do. They target ascended masters specifically so they can escape and evade omni-multiversal or God multiversal hierarchical governmental justice legal laws while increasing the God multiversal mathematical percentage chance of God multiversal mass extinction. These individuals will have to reincarnate back to a type 0 civilization relating to the Carter scale. Instead of currently, after this message is sent, we'd be living at a type negative civilization relating to the Carter scale because there's 500 million estimated nuclear weapons of mass destruction leading to nuclear mass extinction still, and enough to cause the apocalypse, mass extinction, Armageddon, the end of days. So I'll cut this video short. I'll do a quick scan of this loving psilocybin cubensis. The strain is albino penis envy. I don't know if it's albino, but it's penis envy, that's for sure. And you can see how the mycelium is growing all over the place, kind of. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's really humid in the bag. I don't know if I'm supposed to like tap the water, let it be. It's good to, they said to not shake it, pick it up a lot. We need to make it 18 and up to 21 and up for the psychedelics. We need to make medicinal, recreational administration. We have the cannabis administration. We need to make the hemp administration. We need to make and create the medicinal, recreational administration. And we need to make the psychedelic administration for some enthusiasts and advocates. Because why? Because it's a medicine. It heals. It helps to ascend, evolve. It helps to enlighten. It helps to awaken. It helps to connect with God. It helps to teach us to be holy and show God's teachings and show creative names and creative art pertaining to following strict, very strict, maximum strict, God multiversally perfect image of Lord God since the birth of life of Lord God strict pertaining to heavenly art, heavenly creational names for psychedelics, LSD, magic mushrooms, ayahuasca, peyote. Deschedule it all, decriminalize it all, legalize it all. The US government can do that and create a plan so the whole world has all its medicines there, and all its recreational medicines, and medicinal recreational medicines. All maxed out pertaining to dosage amounts, take like 0.1 to 0.2 to, or more, depending on the severity of their medical conditions. And, try to do everything we can to prior to reaching Mother Earth 2, decrease all crime, decrease all homicides, increase the fertility count, increase the maximum wage, increase our awareness and understanding of how the human species will be reincarnating in life in the omni-multiverse, or God multiverse actually, will be reincarnating and incarnating. So I'll keep this message at 10 estimate minutes. And I'll do another update on the bag, maybe once it's not as humid or watery. You can see it's not just soil, or it's not just like mixed. There's actually mycelium, some mycelium growing right there. You can see it's mycelium. I wish it wasn't so humid, but you can clearly tell There's mycelium going on the top. I just gotta wait about a good 3 to 6 weeks for all the mycelium to cover up the substrate, and then wait 3 weeks to pin and then fruit. This is a really good. I'm not paid to advertise this, but this is a really good company. This is a Spore Sorcery. It shows everything here, what they use: Milo grain, vermiculite, azomite, cocoa coir, and gypsum. I heard rye grain is really good. Rye grain. That's how you can get like ergot and make LSD. I can't believe it's such a good mix. And they give you this paper that shows all the instructions as well too. So this is a really patriotic and colonistic, very political, clerical, and governmental. And any impediments are looked at as terrorists, rebels, and extremists leading to the apocalypse. Because all these medicines were created here to stop mass extinction. Problems and crimes all the way entailing to mass extinction. And guess what? There's some individuals in the USA that are hindering that out of greed, like oil companies and fossil fuel companies, because that's what plastic is made out of. And so they want to keep everything fossil fuel, oil, crude oily, making plastics, power, transportational vehicle, or fuel, when we can use electric vehicles with sodium ion and aluminum ion batteries, like wood batteries, and implement that terraforming that I stated. So then we do all that stuff and we can reach the Mother Earth too with the air purification in my previous videos. And that's our future. But how do we pay and mine to do all this stuff? We're going to be working with the Galactic Federation of Light because our rulers and leaders are tainted with mass extinction, and all their money is evidence of mass extinction because they use that money to cause mass extinction, generating and creating nuclear weapons and nuclear weapon patents and buying them so that they can try to make more money by nuking the whole entire world's innocent masses to make more money. This is the truth under Lord God's guardian archangel Phanuel. And so, these medicines that I stated, these medicinal, recreational, medicinal medicines that I stated, these are patriotic. These are Native American, Spaniard, colonistic, patriotic colonistic medicines. They stop mass extinction. They promote religion, like Jah Rastafarianism. We have the freedom of religion in the USA. And so, all these people that are hindering life, sinfulness, murderfulness, homicidefulness, kidnapfulness, druggingfulness, abusing big pharma, it's bad pills, big pharmaceuticals, bad pills, psychotropic pills, drugs, poison. All that stuff is going to decrease. So we may have more free will that Lord God gave, politically, hierarchically, governmentally, in perfect order, in the perfect image of Lord God's.